Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside the Spartans. My name is Chuck Guglielmo, and we are here at Conneaut Middle School recording today's show on Tuesday, March 10th, and we are now on the citywide YouTube channel, so anyone who can get on YouTube can watch this show. With me are 7th grade boys basketball players who had a fantastic season. We have, to my right, Gary Miller, Drew Eaton, and Herbie Kelly, all on the show today on Inside the Spartans. And the reason I wanted to talk to the 8th grade and now the 7th grade is because of the fantastic season that you guys have had. We were fortunate to be able to cover 4 of your games because we do a lot of the high school girls and boys games. So we did get 4. That's the most we've ever gotten. And you went 3-1 in those 4 games, as did the 8th grade. But let's start with you, Gary. 1 loss on the entire season, and it came in the very last game. And how many wins did we have?
I think like 13.
13-1, and the 8th grade went 13-2. That is outstanding. You put it together and you got 26-3, right? 26-3 for the Conneaut Middle School. Great basketball play. And Drew, tell me a little bit about your season. Not just your season, but the team's season. Did you meet the goals, the expectations? Or did you pass it up?
The main goal is just to win the championship, but that didn't happen. But really, we put in the work all season. We didn't prove it at the games, but every practice we were hustling, every drill, just doing everything we could just to do the little things right.
Mm-hmm. And you said except for the last game, but in that last game, if you remember, you guys, Herbie Kelly, you lost it in overtime. But you scored the last 11 points of that 4th quarter to get the game into overtime. That says a lot, because not only did you catch up by scoring 11, but you didn't allow the other team any points, and you played good defense. Herbie, tell me a little bit about the team's defensive play this year, because that was one great example there.
Yeah, I think we did really well playing defense, especially in our defensive plays. We always knew where to be at the right time, and that really helped us.
Is defense, Herbie, in your mind, is that harder to play than offense, or is it about the same for you?
I think it's a little bit harder on the other side because you have to know where the ball is and where the other person is that you're guarding.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back now to Gary Miller. Gary, I think you told me you're 6'3".
Yep.
6'3" in the 7th grade. So in the 6th grade, you were about that too, or were you less than that?
I was 6'2.5".
6'2.5", because I remember you guys as 6th graders. Last year, we covered you guys as a 6th grade team playing over at the high school. And I knew right then and there that this was going to be an awesome team. As a matter of fact, tell me if I've got the roster right. A.J. Passanen, Mason McDonald, Logan Nemagal, Drew Eaton, of course, Noah Simonson, Carson Mitchell, Vinny Tadero, Carter Sanford, Colin Campbell, Herbie Kelly, Christian Johnson, Gary Miller, and Fred Henderson. 13 7th graders. Now, we're all 13, if you guys can remember, were all 13 of you also playing 6th grade ball, or did we add somebody or lose somebody to that current roster, Gary?
Christian Johnson joined this year, and Mason McDonald.
Christian Johnson was new?
Yep.
And Mason McDonald?
And Logan Emergat.
Logan and
Campbell.
Now, are they new to the school or just new to the team?
Just the team.
Just the team. And what spiked their interest, do you think, Drew?
They have city rec during the winter, and they've always played, and we always knew that they were good, and I think we were just looking forward to when we could all play together, and we were going to have a special group. So.
Herbie, tell me a little bit what it was like to play for Coach Tadero.
I honestly really liked it. He's a good coach, and I liked how he set up stuff and did the plays.
And when you were in the City Rec League, was 6th grade? Was that City Rec?
Yeah.
And who coached you guys in that league?
I didn't play last year, but I had Kyle Butcher was my 5th grade coach during that. And yeah, I think Tony Passman one year was mine, so
Okay.
good coaches.
Gary, do you play any other sports besides basketball?
Yeah.
What do you play?
Football and track.
Football and track, so you still got another sport to go. Your football team was pretty good too, right? What did you end up there?
I think it was I can't remember, 6-3.
And that was with Coach Sabo and
Yeah,
Coach
Coach
Edwards, right? And did you like those coaches as well?
Yep.
And what position did you play on the football field?
I played lineman and wide receiver, and also tight end.
And with track coming up, what are some of the track events you get involved in?
Hurdles, sprinting, and 100-meter dash.
Do you have a favorite of the 3 sports?
Basketball.
Drew, other sports for you?
Football and baseball.
And so you were on that 7th grade football team?
Yeah.
And baseball, is this the new baseball club here at the middle school that you're in, or?
I play for a travel team in Willoughby right now, and we go there. I have it 2 times a week, so.
I think Bradley told me, Bradley's Drew's brother, I think Bradley told me that baseball is probably your best sport, or you like that the best, or something like that, or am I wrong?
Probably football is my favorite.
Football?
Then basketball, but it mainly just depends on the season. Just what I'm going at the most. Right
Now,
there.
you never did take up wrestling, because Bradley loved wrestling, right?
I did that for 4 years.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't care for it, or you wanted to concentrate more on the basketball?
Well, actually, at that time I'd never played basketball. Didn't play it yet, and it looked interesting, so I thought I might try it.
Sure.
It just stuck with me.
Sure. Herbie, what about you now in terms of other sports?
Well, I'm playing hockey right now. Baseball, track. Just finished basketball. And then last summer, I played soccer, but this year I'm going to play football.
Okay, now hockey, you played that for who?
Erie.
Okay, I see. Did you like hockey?
Yes.
What is your favorite sport?
Hockey.
Hockey is your favorite, and you
Yeah.
play what position on the hockey ice?
Right defense.
Okay, very good. All right. They went, did you say 13 wins? 13-1, winning every single game to that last game. I want to talk about some of the games that we did cover. The first game we covered was against Jefferson, not the tournament game against Jefferson, but the regular season game. You had no issues with that team in this game, and you had no issues with them in the tournament. You dominated them in both of those games, but in the regular season game, Gary, you had 22 points in that game. 22 points, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't play 1 minute of the third quarter.
Nope.
22 points. Now, you didn't play the third quarter, I'm assuming because the score was big and we wanted to get other players in there. Is that the fact, or was it an injury or something?
No, they were the other players in.
Okay, and Drew Eaton in that game, not the tournament game, but the game with Jefferson, you had 9 points, and Herbie, you had 2 points. It was a 21 total point victory in that game. Was that the largest you've beaten any opponent, or did you beat an opponent by more than 21 points this year? Can you remember that?
I'm not sure.
Herbie, do you remember?
No.
You don't keep track of that stuff. You leave
No.
that for the media, right?
Yeah.
You kind of keep track of that. But that was a big win for you guys. And then we did your game with Lakeside, and that one was 42-36, a little closer in that game. You trailed in the first half. At halftime, you were down by 1 point, if you remember. But then in the second half, you laid down some D pretty good and won that one 27-20. Drew, you had a big game in that game. You had a pair of triples and 21 points. What was working for you that night?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was just me. I'd say it was my teammates just finding me open and just, I guess I did my job and just made them.
Uh-huh. Gary Miller and Drew Eaton made 7 free throws in that game combined. Miller and Eaton combined 7 free throws, and how huge are free throws? Because you won the game by 6 points. Practically won that game because you made free throws. Is that tough making free throws? Because a lot of people struggle with them.
I think they're easier.
You think it's
Yeah,
easier?
because I like pressure. I mean, it makes me like focus more.
Is making or shooting the free throw, is it all about focus, aim? What would you say?
Just like stay calm and think about you're gonna make it.
Drew, what about you?
I would just say doing the right form for everything. I mean, people forget about doing the fundamentals and just concentrating, but if you it really works. Just staying
Sure.
focused and doing the little
Absolutely.
things.
Absolutely. Then in the tournament game, you guys beat Jefferson again by 20 points. So the 2 games we did were against them. Won by 21, pretty similar in the second game. You win by 20. Gary, 23 points. Herbie Kelly had 8. Drew Eaton had 10. Interesting opponent, that Jefferson team, because, like I say, you guys dominated them. I'd like to know something a little bit about a couple of players on your team. And Herbie, we'll start with you. Can you tell me a little bit about Mason McDonald?
Yeah, I think Mason McDonald, he's a decent basketball player.
Is he a guard or a
Yeah.
forward?
He's a guard.
He's a guard.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He can shoot, dribble.
Uh-huh. Drew, tell me a little bit about Logan Nemagal, is it? I can never say
Niemergut.
Nemaga.
Logan, he didn't get a lot of playing time this year, but at practice he was always paying attention.
Uh-huh.
He would always go over the plays, like.
And
then
that's
when
so important.
He would get into the game, and you could tell that he did all that stuff.
Mhm.
But that's why when we would get up, we tried to get all those players, like Logan, in to give them the experience that they need.
Right. And Gary, can you tell me a little bit about this Christian Johnson?
He's pretty good. He can shoot, and
Is he a big guy?
a little bit. He's as tall, kind of as tall as Herbie.
Now let's talk about the tournament loss, the only loss you had to Perry. Like I said, it wasn't overtime. You had to score the last 11 points to even come back to tie that game. Herbie Kelly and Gary Miller combined for 19 of our 30 points, and Drew, you put in 5 that day. How hard did you have to work, or let me rephrase it. When you were down by 11 points, and there wasn't that much time left, it was like 3 minutes or so left in the fourth quarter, what was going through your mind at that time? Did you think you could score 11 straight to tie it?
I thought we scored like 6, a little bit.
So you were getting the feeling that this game was going to be a loss before it even went into overtime. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Herbie, what about your thoughts on that when you were down 11?
I really had no thought we were gonna win that, but at the end we sent in overtime, worked hard, tried our best.
Yes, you did. And when you're on the floor during a basketball game, do you look at the scoreboard?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, not down and back every time, but you gotta pay attention to that because I feel like you need a couple of points, you have to get them, and you have to know what you have to get.
Who's the facilitator, would you say, in your team? The one who is a point guard? One who brings the ball up the floor most of the time?
Probably mainly Drew.
Drew?
Vinny does a little bit, yeah.
Uh-huh. Now, Vinny plays in a band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so does somebody else on that team, AJ Passenden, is that correct? Have you guys heard them play in the band?
Yeah, I'm a security guard for him.
You're what?
A security guard for him.
Oh, really? I hear they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And then there's also a 6th grader in the band,
Yeah.
your cousin,
Yeah, Jack.
Jack, and he plays the guitar, right?
Yeah.
And then there's one more on that band.
Jackson. Leon.
Jackson, and he's in 7th grade?
Yeah.
Okay, and he also plays the guitar?
Yeah.
And Vinny plays the drums. And AJ's just a singer?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right, let me ask you some general questions now. Drew, we'll start with you. How do you think your team can improve on offense? Now, it's hard to ask that question because you only lost one game, but no one's perfect. So how would you say, what do you think going into 8th grade, what this offense will have to do next year?
So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes I think we're too unselfish. Like,
Too unselfish.
Yeah, like we
Like
pass.
somebody afraid to shoot?
Yeah, like we send an extra pass when we really don't need to, like, and we get the ball stolen. So that's something I think we could work on a little bit, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
it's not always a bad thing to be unselfish.
No, it's not. And what would you say, same question, how do you think we can improve going into 8th grade, Drew, on the defensive side of the ball?
Defense, I would say it's mostly just effort. You have to hustle, just everything. Your offense, you could not score, you could barely score at all, but your defense, if you just try, you can always win a game with defense. So I think if just effort is really the key to that.
Gary, in the 4 games that we've covered for you, you've averaged over 16 points in those 4 games. I wanted to make sure I told you that. How do you think, Gary, that you can improve on offense? Not you, but as a team.
I think we can improve by calling out the ball more and just getting it in to the paint and like open.
Now you have Tony Todaro as your coach, and who's the other assistant? There's another guy there that's usually with
Tony
you in warm-ups. Who?
Tony Santana.
Is he a teacher?
No.
No, he's not. Okay, I didn't think I knew him. What about defensively? What do you think you can do as a team to improve?
I think we can just stay on our guy and like make sure who we have and double check.
Now, sometimes you break away from the man-to-man and you go into a little bit of a zone, right? When does the coach feel you need to play a little zone defense, Herbie?
I say when like they're really coming at us and like we can't, like they're doing a bunch of different stuff that doesn't really work in man, and then we call it gator sometimes.
I see.
And that really helps like for them, like not being able to move the ball as much.
Now, you lost, like I said, to Perry. Of all the opponents you played, would you say they were the best opponent for you, or they were not?
I would say they were.
They were the best
Yeah.
opponent. They were pretty good at shooting the 3-ball, weren't they? Would you say that team shoots the 3-ball against you more than any other team did? You're saying
No.
no, and you're saying no,
I
and
would
you're
say
saying no. Okay. I think we could have beat Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. But I wonder if scoring that 11 points took a lot out of you guys to catch up and then not having much time to play in the overtime. Do you think that had anything to do with it?
I mean, I would say part of it, but
Were you tired going into the overtime?
a little bit, not as much, because Coach Tadero and Mr. Wahanick, we at practice we do conditioning just to get us ready for those moments like that.
Herbie, let me start you with this question. Now, going into 8th grade basketball, think about that. What goal do you want to set for yourself going into 8th grade that perhaps, and you both get this, that perhaps you didn't fulfill in the 7th grade? What goals out there for you now in the 8th grade?
I would say like as I'm open, shoot more, because I just like kind of want to drive in and pass it or get a basket, but I think I could really shoot more next year.
Is that a confidence thing for you?
I would say it used to be, like now it's getting better,
Uh-huh.
but yeah.
Drew, what about you now, going into 8th grade basketball? Is there a goal out there for you personally that you felt you did not meet in 7th grade that I want to meet in 8th grade? Or make, not meet.
Probably driving a little more. I feel like I just dished it out at the top a lot and tried to get it in the post. But I think if everybody, we could just drive a little more, and maybe that'd help our team out.
Do you feel you were more of a perimeter shooter rather than
Yeah.
driving to the hole? But you think you should be able to do both?
Yeah.
So that'll be a goal. Gary, what about your goal going into next year?
My goal is to dunk the ball because I thought I could do it this year, but I couldn't do it last year.
Yeah, you should be able to do that with one hand, right? Because you're going to be more than 6'3", I would think. Maybe 6'4" next year. And by the time you get into high school, oh boy, how exciting is that going to be? Gary, do you like, obviously you like scoring points. I mean, who wouldn't like scoring points? But do you like the rebounding part of your game as well?
Yeah.
Or blocking of shots, because you've blocked a few.
I like blocking more than rebounding.
And when you block it, it's not just a little tap. I mean, it's pretty fierce, like Kate Knapp's blocks. Now, I asked the 8th grade this question. I'll ask you guys, because their game times are usually 4:30 and 5:30. Sometimes you guys play at 4:30. Sometimes the 8th grade plays at 4:30. Gary, do you rather play game 1 or game 2?
Game 2.
You rather like the later game.
Yeah.
Drew?
Game 1, I get like really nervous before the games
Uh-huh.
and like just sitting there for a while.
So you want to
makes
get
me
it out
think
of the
about
way.
it, yeah.
And Gary, reason for late?
Because I get to like focus more on like look at the teams and see what I'd have. Because
Uh-huh.
when they're warming up, I can see, like I can start understanding it.
Sure. Herbert?
I would like to play second because you could like most of the time both teams kind of run the same like plays and stuff and
Uh-huh.
on defense.
So you feel like you get a little advantage?
Yeah.
Home or away? Did it make any difference to you, Herbie, when you're on the court?
A little bit, like when we went away sometimes, like the courts weren't as nice as ours. And
We do have a beautiful court,
Yeah.
don't we?
And like it was kind of like hard to like move around. It's a lot more different than what we have.
Drew, what about you? Home or away?
I would say home, but there's nothing better than going to like a away game and just beating a team in front of their own crowd. But I like say what Herbie said about the courts. We have a nice court here, and other teams don't have the same as us, so I like playing home.
Gary?
I like playing home. Some we're used to our court, and sometimes the rims at the other place are double rim.
Drew, describe Coach Tadero and what he meant to you on this team.
I would say he was intense.
Yes, I would go right along with that.
Yeah, I mean, he was intense, but he would bring you down, but then he'd bring you right back up, and he'd encourage you the whole practice or the whole game. Like, he would kind of bring you down in practice, but then at games, it was all motivational and keep your head up. Like, and I really
Exactly.
liked that about him.
Exactly, and what I like about him, or any coaches really, is it's not a bad thing when they get in your face, because that means they care about you. If they're not going to say anything to you or get in your face, then you don't know what they're thinking. Herbie, what about you? Describe Coach Tadero for me and what he meant to you on this team.
I mean, I really liked him. I liked him as a coach because he was like help us and like a lot more than like past coaches has. And he's like really encouraged me to get better and do more stuff that I normally have.
Now, even though he's the 7th grade coach and Mr. Wahanick is the 8th grade coach, do both coaches help both teams, or are they just strictly with their own team, Gary?
Coach Warner sometimes helps the 7th with the plays if we don't like understand them, and Coach Shadero, he helps the 8th grade a little bit.
Is it hard, Gary, to understand a play?
Not really.
Drew,
Not really. I mean, you get it after a little bit.
Can you forget a play on the court?
Sometimes, yeah. When you haven't ran it at practice for a while, sometimes you forget.
So when you forget a play in the heat of the moment, are you coming up with your own play at the time?
No, I normally do what I think what I thought I was supposed to do, but I do it at 100 miles per hour, so it doesn't really matter as much.
Herbie, what qualities do you think you brought to your 7th grade basketball team?
I think I helped with the passing and like talking out there.
Assists.
Yeah.
Drew, what about you? What qualities do you think you brought to your team?
I thought I was a good leader this year. Just making everybody get better and helping them with what they needed to work on.
Gary, where do you see your biggest game strength?
In the center, like, cause I'm like the strongest out there and the biggest, so it's pretty easy just to move them out the way.
Now, how old were you, if you can remember, when you started to want to play basketball?
I was like 10.
10 years old, so about the, 4th, 5th grade?
Yeah.
What about you, Drew?
It would have been 2nd grade when I started to play, or wanted to play basketball.
So about seven, 8 years old?
Yeah, right around when I actually stopped wrestling.
Oh,
I went right over to basketball.
I see. Herbie, what about you? Where did you see your biggest game strength?
Probably the passing and then like the probably.
I think I asked you that question already, didn't I? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So we'll go with the opposite now, because we're all human. We all have a weakness too. Where would you say, what part of your game is you feel that you're a little weak at and you want to get stronger at?
Probably like handling the ball. Like I've gotten a lot better over the past years.
Ball handling is so important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on to the ball. Play clean basketball. Drew, what about you? Weakness?
Probably ball handling a little bit.
Ball handling too?
Yeah.
Gary?
My weakness is going up and putting the ball back up, because sometimes I'll get the rebound and I'll pass it out to someone, and sometimes it'll get stolen.
Did you have a shot block this year? And one of the 4 games we did, I couldn't believe it. I said, I don't believe it, that he had a shot block. But maybe it was Caden. I'm not sure. One of the two of you had a shot blocked. Does you recall anything like that? No? Okay. Game pressure, Gary. How do you deal with it? You're at the free throw line. Game's tied. 1 second left. You can win it. What kind of pressure is that for you?
I'm like thinking in my head, I'm gonna miss it, but also at the same time I'm gonna make it. And I just hear a whole bunch of like noises in the background. I try not thinking about it.
You tune out the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, Drew, what about you? 1 second left. Game's tied. You're at the free throw line. You can win it.
I'd probably just be thinking about how, if I do make it, just how the crowd would react and just.
And how all your teammates would jump all over you, right?
Yeah.
Herbie?
I would try to probably take the noise out as much, take my time, and really think about making that shot and like what I would do.
Let's stay with you on this one, Herbie. How do you stay in shape during the season? Do you have a special diet during the sports games, or did you lift weights? What do you do to keep in shape?
I try my hardest to eat better and lift weights as much as I can. But like I'm running track to stay in fit.
And Gary, what about you on that? How do you stay in shape to play the game?
I play basketball at home, and I run like up and down, and I do track. Sometimes I go to the gym and work out.
Now, Gary, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I got 5 siblings.
Younger or older?
Younger.
Any of them height gonna be tall like you, or?
Maybe my little brother.
And what grade's he in?
He's in like first grade.
Oh, 1st grade. Okay. Drew, what was your individual game and or season highlight for you?
Probably the Lakeside game. I just felt like I was really clicking that night. And, I mean, my mom wasn't there that night. She had conference.
She had parent-teacher conferences.
So I was a little bummed out.
You had 21 points in that game.
Yeah, so that was a little annoying.
But I think a lot of your other family was, I think Grandma Carol was there.
Yeah.
I know your dad was there. I'm wondering if Leah was there. I can't remember. Leah was at one of your games.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. What about you, Gary? What was your individual game and or season highlight?
Hitting like the fadeaway and making it, because it was sometimes I miss it, but it would sometimes go in, and then people would like say stop doing that, but it would go in most of the time.
Herbie?
I would say like the defense. I like I think it was against Madison, and I had a really good defensive game that turn.
Okay. Now I got a good question for all three of you. You're going to get this question. I want you to think of another teammate on your team. It can be anybody on your team. And you looked at it as their big highlight of the year. What would you say, who would that be and what was the highlight? Think of another teammate that you thought, they may not have thought it, but you thought, now that was probably his biggest highlight of the season.
I would say Christian Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
In our Braden game, he hit a corner 3, and I thought that was really cool for him. And I don't know if he felt the same, but I just thought that was a highlight.
Mm-hmm. Gary?
Same with Drew. I thought that was a really good highlight.
And the 8th grade told me that he's new to the basketball team. Herbie, what about you?
I would say probably Vinny at the end.
Vinny Tadero?
Yeah, when he got that ball steal and tied the game up and sent it.
Yes, I remember that too. Yes. Okay, let's see here. Drew, what do you think made the 7th grade team successful this year?
We've been playing with each other for a while, and I just think we have such good chemistry. Like, we just know where everybody's supposed to be and where they're going to be and what their strengths are and weaknesses are. So I just think that's what made us a good team all around.
All right, here's a question for all three of you. You're playing your basketball game, and for some reason, nobody from your family could be there to watch you play that game. So when you got home, which one of these 3 questions do you think they will ask you? Did you win? How many points did you score? Or how much did you play? Would they ask any of those questions if they weren't at the game? Which one do you think they would ask first?
Did you win the game?
Did you win the game? Okay. Drew, what about you?
Probably how many points did you score?
How many points did you score? And Herbie?
I would say, did you win?
Did you win? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Have you ever heard this as a basketball player or any sport that you've played? No, basketball. I'm sorry, just strictly basketball. Have you ever heard this? If I'm not scoring, I'm not good. Have you ever heard that from anybody, Gary? Drew? Herbie?
Not really.
Have you ever heard this one? If I don't play, I stink. No. And if we aren't winning, what's the point?
Yeah.
You've heard that one?
I've heard that one.
You've heard that one, and you've heard that one. Okay. All right. Herbie, what can motivate you when you're on the basketball court?
I would say just the encouragement from my teammates and coaches.
Encouragement, that's a good answer. From your teammates and your coaches.
Yeah.
That can motivate you in a basketball game. Gary, what can motivate you on the basketball court?
The people in the crowd, like, telling me to make it the shot and focus.
How about I just got a vicious block? Would that motivate you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think. Drew, what about you? What can motivate you on the court?
Probably just winning and celebrating with my team. How great a feeling that is, and just motivating me to want that, make sure that happens and us to win, so we can celebrate.
Okay, final question for you guys, and we'll start with you, Herbie. Are there any leadership roles that you take on here at Conneaut Middle School, non-sports related?
I mean, I tried to like help my friends and other kids out with like schoolwork and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and like try to make them the best that they can be.
Drew?
Yeah, I try to talk to everybody. People that maybe I haven't talked to, I just try to say hi to them.
Now, do you mean just 7th grade or 6th, 7th, and 8th grade?
All of them.
All
Just
3 grade
anybody else,
levels?
Yeah.
So you know some of the 6th graders?
Yeah.
And you know obviously the 8th graders. Gary, what about you? Any leadership roles for you at the middle school, non-sports related?
Yeah, I try to help them with schoolwork if they don't understand it. I'll try to like teach them through it, and yeah, that's about it.
Favorite subject
Mm.
this year?
Art.
Art with Mrs. Kennedy. Favorite for you, Drew?
Social studies with Mr. Baruto.
Herbie?
I'd probably say probably gym or art.
Gym or art? How was career day for you?
I wasn't there.
You was not there. Drew?
It was fun. You were one of my favorite.
Oh, you were, that's right. You were in, I was in Mrs. Furtick's room.
Yeah.
Gary?
Yeah, I like the city inspector because he asked us what would he like some ideas to put where the new Circle K, like where the old Circle K is gonna be.
I see. This is the first year they had all 3 grade levels doing that.
Yeah.
Now you got another big event coming up in May. You know what it is? Blizzard Day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys participated in that last year. I was one of the judges. We'll see what happens this year. Okay, 7th grade basketball team, 13-1.
Yep.
13-1, and they didn't lose until their last game, and they had to go overtime in that game. So we want to wish you the best of luck when you move on to your track seasons and next year for 8th grade basketball. We have from the 7th grade basketball team the 6'3" talented rebounder and scorer Gary Miller, the sharpshooter Drew Eaton, and the hustler and feisty Herbie Kelly, all today on Inside the Spartans.